How is Lana handling all of this, all the guys?
Oh, fighting over her?
Yeah.
She likes it.
Action!
Oh my God.
You ready?
We're here.
We're here. We are on the set of the sequel. We're gonna get right into it.
Let's do it.
Where does this pick up? Where are Lara Jean and Peter?
I mean, it picks off right where the first film leaves off. I think it's like a bit of time has passed, but not much at all. Lara Jean and Peter Kavinsky are in love and they're dating, but this time it's real, right? So it's a real relationship.
Right.
Is anybody using this chair?
My boyfriend, he's coming.
Everything in the previous film was just, you know, they're pretending they're part of this contract. It's like a legal thing, but in the sequel, they're actually together for the first time. So he picks up on that.
Until they're not, though, right?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, you know, what the sequel explores is just the fact that relationships can be a lot more difficult, you know, especially once you're in them for real.
Really?
Well, some people might not know these things, but Lara Jean and Peter really have to grow up, and they have to look at those issues head on, and they just want to protect each other. Though the intentions are good. There's that quote: the road to hell is paved with good intentions, and absolutely that like applies to this film. How did you know about this?
I have my ways.
The first one was so massively successful. Do you feel pressure with this one because of that?
No. Not really. I'm not even thinking about what it will be. You know, the first film was an independent. Netflix wasn't involved, and when we were shooting it because we liked the script. Also, I was an actor in need of a job, but like, you know, I mean, it's both, right? But it's, we just showed up to set, we connected as humans, all of the cast, and we had an amazing time making the movie. And then Netflix ultimately picked it up, and with their distribution channel, which is global, and it's like saturated users globally, it kind of became that zeitgeist. But I'm not really concerned with it. We're all here. It's the same people. You know.
Like the positivity.
A couple new friends.
You know who I am?
John Ambrose McLaren.
Nobody compares to you.
The addition of Jordan Fisher, John Ambrose. How has that been, and how does his character shake things up?
Oh man, he shakes things up quite a little bit. I love Jordan. Don't like Ambrose.
He told me about. Well, he told me you guys have like this bromance going on.
Oh, me and Jordan?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's hard to not have a bromance with Jordan Fisher. I mean,
right.
He's immeasurably talented in multiple different forms of expression, singing, dancing, acting. He's just like this energy of diligence. You know, he's a diligent human being, and he dives into subjects with his whole heart, whether it's acting, singing, dancing, philosophy, conversation, food, cooking, like whatever. You know, he's just 100% into what he's doing in present, and I love him so much. So it's hard. I mean, obviously, from these words, I definitely have a bromance with Jordan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need that letter back.
I need proof that someone actually liked me in middle school.
Everyone liked you in middle school.
I didn't really care about everyone.
Who is the dreamier guy, Peter or John Ambrose?
Yo.
This time around.
Yo, I think it's gonna be very tough for anyone to have a definitive answer on that, but I actually know for sure it's gonna be split down the middle. He's doing so much for this franchise, for this story, for the character. I mean, oh my God.
But I feel like Peter Kavinsky in the first one was this ultimate teen dream. Do you live up to that level of dreaminess in this one?
Look, Peter's Peter.
Where are we going?
I figured this would be the place to give you this, because this is where it all started. Peter's gonna be Peter.
Yeah.
But Ambrose is Ambrose. So good luck. It's gonna get testy.
How is Lana handling all of this, all the guys?
Oh, fighting over her?
Yeah.
She likes it.
I like that you're laughing at that question.
Well, because it's Lara Jean.
Right.
Right. I mean, but
And Lana Condor.
Yeah,
enjoying it too.
Oh, Lana, like it's so Jordan and I. When Michael, the director and DP, says cut, we'll still be in like character a little bit
Yeah.
and like fight over Lana, and she'll love it. Like she'll like if he like it's like quirky like smart things
Yeah.
that he's really good at. So like he'll like win and like get her, and then she'll be like to me, or she'll be like ooh to me. You know, it's we're all having a lot of fun with it. Yeah.
Like, are you guys like bonding outside of set?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's working with friends.
Yeah.
I've known Jordan for 8 years.
And you told me about turning the hair and makeup room into a nightclub situation.
Getting it.
Yeah.
It's always a dance party,
Yeah.
man.
I feel like your career is exploding between this and you have He-Man. How are you handling this immense amount of love for you?
Oh,
Are you
man.
handling it?
I don't know, maybe. Honestly, I couldn't be more grateful, you know, to the Netflix family, to Ace, to Awesomeness, Overbrook, just to everyone who was involved in the making of All the Boys, and anything I've ever really worked on, man. I mean, I've been acting since I was 8 years old,
Yeah.
and so, you know, this is well over a decade, and to have all this opportunity in front of me, it's just blessings, you know, it's just literally blessings, and I want to do right by my own person, you know, for what's being given to me, and I want to do right by the people around me and the people who I don't know that are on this planet. And so when it comes to, you know, how am I taking this love, like, I'm trying to do it with open arms, you know, and I just want to take responsibility and really leverage what's happening for the betterment of not just myself, but people around me and everyone else.
I love that. It sounds like there's a responsibility that you feel.
Yeah, man,
Almost.
we're all you know, living organisms on a planet. You know, you have to take responsibility.
Yeah.
At this point in time, like it's becoming critical, and if you're not taking responsibility, then you're a part of the problem.
Yeah. What is the biggest perk to
So-
your life right now? Is there one?
Yeah. I got friends everywhere I go.
Sure.
You know what
Well,
I'm
you're traveling
saying?
all the time, right?
Oh yeah, like I'll be walking down the street, some like kid like runs by me with a group of friends, like, hey Noah, and keeps running. Like I've never met this person in my life. And I'm like, what's up? It's just like a drive-by hello.
Yeah.
You know, I can like it's kind of cool. I feel bad. Like I'll go into a restaurant and like if they got a bunch of tables, but like someone recognizes me, I might be able to sit down. You know? Just like these little things that like people do for you, and it's a good thing, and it's also like a kind of weird thing, you know, because you get away with a lot more things if you're in a position, I guess, like people know who you are. If you have any amount of fame or influence or success in your career, you know, people can look at that and like, you can get away with things. You don't have to be a good person, and people will still smile and laugh at your jokes and like tell you you're awesome. And that's a scary thing.
But it sounds like you're focused on being a good person, no matter what.
Man, I'm just trying to make sure that the mirror is unfogged. I just want to make sure I can see myself and for who I am and the things I do
Yeah, yeah.
clearly.
Speaking of the mirror, I do have to ask you about transforming for He-Man. What is that like? What kind of work are you putting into that?
You know what it is? It's a lot of eating.
Like, what are you eating?
You would think it's awesome, but it's like 6,000 calories a day. The average
like
person's supposed to eat
cheeseburgers?
like 2,000 calories a day. Like, it's great.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
But like, you know, if I'm honest, like I eat so many eggs. It's like 11 eggs in the morning, just for breakfast. And like, it's got me thinking like this whole veganism thing, you know, and not for like veganism for, I mean, allergies one thing, and you know, that's one category, but like the humanitarian environmentalist perspective on veganism, like I obviously don't feel that bad because I'm still doing it, but like it makes you think about the intake of human beings.
Sure.
You know, the amount of chickens that are dying and the ones that I'm eating, and it's like it's kind of messed up, you know. And I'm eating a lot of salmon and I'm eating a lot of cows, you know. Lil Dicky said it best in that
Earth video?
Yeah, in the Earth video, you know, it's if you actually click Earth and then go to the website, you can get more information on like renewable energy and like the food, you know, just the biggest issues that humanity's facing as a species, and the globe's facing. And one of them is the fact that, like, do we want to cut down on red meat and never eat it again? Of course not. Like, we all like cheeseburgers, but like, would we stop eating it every single day and maybe only have it once or twice a week? Yeah, probably. You know, it's like, can we do these things? So I've been thinking about that a lot.
Because you're eating so much of it.
Because I'm eating so much food, and I am like the 1% of the issue. You know what I'm saying right now? Of like eating too many livestock, eating too much livestock. Go to school.
6,000 calories is a lot of calories.
Read.
Have you talked to your lookalike Mark Ruffalo about transforming into a superhero?
No, never met the man.
You still haven't spoken. Why are you grinning so much?
Because I'd love to meet him, but like in due time, like I don't want anyone to be like, all right, we're gonna arrange it. Like, nah, man, I like want to walk into a restaurant or walk into something and like see him, and I can be like, yo.
I thought we were gonna get him to be your dad
In
this sequel. You were wanting that.
Oh yeah, that would have been great.
So it's not happening. It couldn't be like a surprise.
Not yet. Never say never.
I know. We got to arrange for you guys.
Justin Bieber, never say never.
Let's go back.
I love how that's his thing now.
Yeah, never say never.
Never.
Let's go back to the movie. So in the first one, obviously,
we just deviate off?
we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back.
Pull it back. Where the f did Sorry.
Beep. You were in a fake relationship that turned real. What are 3 things, like 3 rules to dating for you?
Honesty. So definitely not lying.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I think honesty is like the biggest thing.
Yeah.
You know, just be open about like where you're at. Like if you're not into monogamy, like talk to the person and be like, hey, just so you know, like I'm really digging this vibe, but I'm not trying to be boyfriend or girlfriend or be tied down. Like it's just not where I'm at. If you're cool with that, great.
Yeah.
And if you're not, like let's be friends, you know?
Okay.
Because then nobody gets hurt, right? Or if you're into monogamy, you know, just like date, see how it goes, and then be like, yo, it's been real. Like we should totally take this to the next level. You know?
Okay, so that's the number 1, 2, and 3 thing is honesty.
Yeah, honesty.
That's where we're gonna go. How much more dramatic is this movie than the first, would you say? Because of the whole John Ambrose love triangle situation.
I wouldn't say it's more dramatic. I'd say that there are more stakes, though.
Oh.
You know, because there was drama and there were moments of like vulnerability in the first one, and there are in this one too. The difference is these characters. We've lived with these characters for longer, so there's much more at stake.
Yeah.
You know, there's a real relationship at stake, and it's cool. It's definitely the stakes are higher.
How are fans gonna feel when they watch this one? Do you have a message to them to get them through the rough patch?
No. Just hold on for dear life.
Grab the Kleenex?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. And I am being wrapped, but we are doing a wardrobe segment. So I have to ask you, do you have a favorite look that Peter Kavinsky wears?
I don't really wear anything that Peter would wear.
You don't?
In my personal life, no.
So what's the biggest difference between your style and Peter's
He's pretty
style?
clean cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a pretty clean cut fellow.
So you're not trying to steal anything?
I look homeless when I walk down the street.
No, you don't. I do want to point out really fast, can we look at your socks? Can we tell the people what's on your socks?
I mean, you got Shannon Purser, Barb from Stranger Things.
Justice for Barb.
You've got painted Chucks. You know, you've got these weird fuzzy alpaca bottoms. They're not really alpaca bottoms.
They do look fuzzy.
They're fuzzy, you know. This is the hoodie from the high school that they go to. This is a dive coat. Like I'm pretty.
So this is Noah, is what you're telling me.
Oh yeah, this is pretty much Noah.
So not trying to steal anything. None of the sweaters in there. I got a little tour of all the. They're snazzy sweaters.
I don't mind the way they look. I just would never wear them.
All right. Yeah. And last question: 3 words to describe the sequel.
Oh.
That was 2.
Okay, we're good. And hold. Can we do 4?
Okay, we can do 4.
Okay, and hold on.